work today, so we look at some of the things that I do, and you can have a wee look, maybe comment on what I do. So the house cleans basically all the windows, the frames, all the doors, everything, even the wee struts, everything, all the plastics off, and left new free of dust. I always give it a quick hoover, and it's not completely cleaned at the minute, but I always give it a quick hoover before I start cleaning. That way the dust not being transferred. These have to be put on, which I do in my job, and then when I finish, we take off the plastics for the smoke devices there. Okay, so you can see I always mop a wee bit of the floor before I start everything else. It actually reduces the dust level in the house, I found. So kitchen's been sort of wiped down and hoovered out. They were covered in rubbish and stuff. When the carpet fitter was in, I also get him to cut a bit for the back door and the side door and the front door, and they give it a wee hoover after them. So that's basically what I do in the builder's clean. So yesterday I spent the whole day doing the plastics on the windows. So that means removing all the plastics that would be on before the plaster, and then after the plaster we remove them, and it's all left nice and clean. As you can see, the windows look well. The windows make the property, whenever they're clean, you know that they're well on. And all the showers hoovered out, and all the glass done. I find using dry cloths after the tiler's been in, it'll leave it nice and shiny. And also the trap at the bottom, it needs to be cleaned out in the sink and all the debris removed as well, because a lot of people don't check that, and it does block up pipes if it's not done. All the toilets and all the baths have to be done as well, and sinks. Again, wall wiped down with a light cleaning substance of any description that you use, bathroom shine or whatever. And yeah, all the toilets, make sure and get your hand down. Rubber gloves if you can't face it, but you have to. Oh, that was a wee sneaky Kit Kat that I had earlier. And yeah, all shined up, whole way up to the very top. And when you're standing in the bath, make sure you put a cloth so that you don't scrape it in any way. Well, that's what we do anyway. So. Yeah, so the whole place has been hoovered. I think they're putting down tar today. I can't remember. Yes, they're putting down our driveway today. So your radiators need to be hoovered out with the brush to get rid of the dust. And also at the bottom, there's a skirting board as well that needs to be hoovered. I use the brush attachment, the small brush attachment. And after I've wiped it with a damp cloth, and there does be masonry on it, so make sure you do check it. After that, a nice dry cloth, like the linen t-shirts cut up that you don't use anymore. I find they're great for both this and for doing windows. After all the dust is away, the painters take these off, and it's simply push it up and turn it clockwise, and it should just go back on. Okay, it's just to stop it getting marked. And also the alarms, smoke alarms, take them off slowly, and that's it. They can move them to activate it themselves. I'll just let them do that. So after using a bit of detergent on the radiators and making sure there's no dust, and along the floor area, you can use any cleaning detergent. I'm not going to tell you what to use, because as I say, there's no one sponsoring the video, and if you want to sponsor this video, don't forget, write along in the comments. If you're new to my little YouTube channel, please subscribe and please like for me, it's free. And what you'll usually get is me trying to work on occasions when I'm not ill. But you'll get a few tips as well. So after that's been washed, then you use a dry linen napkin or a t-shirt that's been cut up and not used anymore. I find it dries Dries them perfectly and leaves a lovely shine. No dust at all. Make sure and get in behind them too. And if there's tiles behind them, do the tiles like so, and like so, and down below, okay? And that's it. I'm inside the shower. If you look at the top of that, you see the dirt that's on it. After you've wiped it, you need to cover it with a dry cloth, okay? You want to leave no dust for the client. And also, I do the top tiles as well. And then, as I say, if you do the top tiles, then it's just a matter of reaching from the bottom into bottom ones. You can see in the corner they're actually full of dust. Okay, so when you've finished everything inside the shower, inside the cupboards, everything's been washed down, you want to check the floor, okay? By using a blade that you can get on the internet, it's great. These blades are easily replaced. You just simply push them forward and pull them out, and you can put a new one in them. But these blades are absolutely exceptional when it comes to my job. I use them for, if you use a new blade too, you'll not do any damage to the tiles. But again, it's great for taking off bits of paint. And believe you me, there's some painters that don't give one care about the people coming after them, like the pure out cleaner. So one of these, fresh cloth, and sometimes if there's like cement, I would use 1,000 ml paper, which you can get in a paint and paper shop. It's 1,000 ml. It's quite, it's coarse, but it's not that coarse. And again, if there's cement, excuse me, if there's cement, just simply go over the top of it. You're doing no damage to it because it's 1,000 ml. It's very, very little, but just be careful with them, okay? And that's how I finish off the room. So go over checking into all the gaps, putting your finger into all the bits of the grout, making sure that there's no dust left and no paint as well. Your results should be, sometimes you can cover it with a dry cloth depending on what way it is, but most of the times your cloth should do it, okay? So that's the result that you'll get at the end, which is great. So another property done, as you can see, looking good. Look at the doors and all. Everything, all the plastics. Yeah. So that's the way a house should be left. Yeah. Just trying to turn it round for you. Site's nearly finished. They've just torn a couple of houses on that side to be done, and that's all. So after I finish work, I take my friend for a walk, Miley. She likes to hang out in the van and watch the world go by. Great dog, great companion. Aren't you, Baba? I call her my Baba. Yes, she's my Baba. She likes to stand up on the legs and look out. Don't you, Baba? Yes. It's just too warm for you today. Look at your hair too, all messed up. She has a bit of an ear infection too. I was cleaning out her ears. She wasn't too happy about it. Weren't you not, Bobby? You don't like your ears getting cleaned out? No. No, I don't like it at all, Daddy. There she stands in my knee and looks out the window. Don't you, Baba? Yes, you're the best girl, aren't you? Yes. Oh, you're going for your walk. Who's that coming, Baba? Who's that? This is old Castle Archdale, and Miley loves to walk out here, don't you, Baba? But she usually jumps in the water, and as you can see, there's a green algae that everybody's been warning about, and it's supposed to be very bad. It makes dogs sick. You can see the green here. So that's all over. You can see it in the water. But yeah, lovely place. You like it, Papa? Don't you? Yes. Are you racked after your walk? Of course.
course I am, Daddy, for fuck's sake, I walked into this.
You're right. You couldn't even get into the water because of that algae.
I want one of these treats.
She knows there's treats on the dashboard. Don't you, Baba? And you love your treats, don't you?
Oh, you won't give me money, but...
Yeah. So that's Miley Moo. Look at the way she puts her paw on the leg. Look. Not wise. But anyhow, great dog. That dog has been with me the whole way through my chemo at the very start in 2017, and she knew when I was ill. And she used to lie up beside me, didn't you, Baba? Yes. And she was the best friend I had the whole way through it. Now there's been other friends, I know that, but my other best friend lives on the other side of the world, and this best friend lies beside me tonight. She's never had a conversation with me, but yet I know her. She doesn't have to say a word. Miley Moo, isn't that right, Miley? She's nearly home now, aren't you, Baba? Are you going to look for Marley the cat? Where's Marley the cat? Huh? Oh, yeah, I want to have a wee look at Marley. Dog's not wise. Oh, she just loves standing up and looking out the window. Don't you, Baba?